Boy, did we have a busy day today. Jesus Christ, man. You gotta look at my chart and be like, what the fuck is this guy been up to? But there's logic behind all everything I'm about to show you. This is gonna be a big trade recap. Alright, so first things first, let's go into the bias. Alright. Let's zoom out to the hourly chart. So, bias is bullish until we meet these highs. If we displace through it, then I'm bullish to this daily buy side up here. This is daily buy side because they're reacting out of this daily gap. So I'm only bullish if we displace through this, and then we can pull back and look for the model back higher. Obviously, we haven't got that. So my target for the session was this. If we zoom in now to a 5-minute chart, all right. We ended up trading into this 15-minute gap here. Let's go back. Trade into the 15-minute. Bullish SMT put in. Changing the state of delivery through here. And then we get the inverse gap. Let's play price out. All right, inverse. I got tapped in long on the inverse gap here. Stops are at this low. Looking to go break even at this high. And then I was just targeting a 1-to-1, which is near enough on that high. Hit my break even, straight to entry, which is like cool. Okay, that's that first trade done. Now let's wait for more price action to play out. We end up just chopping, and then we end up taking the high, no entry. From here, I want to see what price does, because whether we displace through this or not, who knows. Alright, so zooming out to a 5-minute, there's no 5-minute gap there to trade back higher with. We end up coming back into the range instantly. Alright, we come up. Remanipulate this high with an SMT. Then I'm like, cool. So we had CPI come out today, and we have data lows still resting. This is 830's low. Alright, we still have this. And obviously we're trading now out of a 4-hour SIBI. So we can continue bearish here, attacking this previous day low. Who knows? But my main draw was that data low. So let's zoom into a 1-minute again. Let's go back to bar replay. We've put in the SMT. All I'm looking for is an inverse gap and a CISD. So there's our inversion. All right, there we go. We got our CISD. Entries there. Stops are above this high. Would have taken a contract off there at this soup of the low. And then wanting to hold a runner down to data lows. So let's play price out. End up selling off. ES trades into that 15-minute that was untapped. End up taking this low. So we put in the SMT. I went break even as soon as that happened. We ended up coming up, inversing this gap, and taking me out of break even. There's the second trade. So at this point, I'm like, fuck me. Okay, 2 break-even trades. Let's see if we want to come up, remanipulate the high maybe, or maybe start trading higher from the SMT. We don't. We end up displacing through this, leaving this entry behind, which I was very gutted about. Now with this displacement, this in my eyes becomes our market structure shift from a higher time frame standpoint at the 5-minute. And it's pretty clear now that we want this displacement through here confirms that we want these data lows, perhaps even previous day lows. And it confirms that we have our market maker sell model going on. All right, so this up here is internal price action, early entries, trying to catch the move. This was a good trade. It's just unfortunate that we got stopped at break even. Then we ended up opening up a new 1-minute gap for me to enter off of. I ended off this gap because I thought this gap was going to get left as a breakaway gap, which I honestly would have preferred. But I covered it with my stops anyway. just in case we want to come up and trade into it, which we did. All right, so there's that, and then data lows, 1 to 1, like that. All right, that was the trade. Tap in, it's selling off, buy back up, displacement. At this point, I was low-key thinking, oh my god, Ellis, you're chasing price, what are you doing? But that gap ended up holding, driving us back lower into them data lows. So that was the trade, 1R, and the P&L. Obviously, I'm only down to 2 accounts now, unfortunately. But this is a new eval that I reset, and this account's still at 2.3k profit. The reason why this account has stayed for so long is because I've actually set a daily loss trigger on it. It's like $550 or something, which I'm going to be doing with all my accounts now, because I would have all of them if I had them on the rest. So it's what it is. There's our 1-to-1 risk to reward. You know, it's getting about wasn't able to catch this whole move, but at the end of the day, we can't be mad. We took a W. So that is me done for the day, boys. Yeah, okay, this trade recap was a lot quicker than I thought. Going into fear the price action now, I also need to see what we get on a higher time frame standpoint, because we're reacting off data lows now, and buying back up into the range. So, and still remember, I want to be bullish because we're delivering out this daily gap, but I need to see us get through that market structure shift high to then confirm moves to this draw. So that is about it for now. Not going to be, I might paper trade the PM session, but there's no point in me risking any more capital on the day. So yeah, I'll just paper trade it. I won't upload any videos on it. But yeah, that is a trade recap. We're back to a fresh chart ready for tomorrow's price action. So I'll see you then.